Hello, amazing ladies. Good afternoon. I'm Sabine Matharu. I'm a business startup and growth strategist, and today I'm going to talk to you about how I used to have days when I didn't want to show up and what that did to my business, and how you can, and if you're related to that, obviously, how we can change this and how we can make a bigger impact, how we can show up to our fullest. And I actually got from zero to over 100 clients in 90 days. So I'm going to share with you what exactly I did and how you can do this too. Because let's face it, we all are in the same situation where perhaps when we start off, we're all excited about having our business. And when we are thinking about like, yeah, we're going to have this amazing lifestyle, um, we're our own bosses now, and we can make this income that we would like and obviously have that impact and help others as well. And then there comes this realization like, oh my gosh, nobody is liking my posts, nobody is listening to my Facebook lives. Perhaps you had those days as well where we're hearing crickets, and that's the days when we need to keep going and when we need to remind ourselves that our message is absolutely key. Now, let me tell you a bit about my story as to how I started up. So, I used to work in the corporate world, and I used to have quite a high flying job. So, I kind of thought I knew what I was doing. And when I stepped out of the corporates, it's literally because I had children, I wanted to have a better life, and I knew I could make bigger impacts and even make more money than I would ever be able to do in long run in the corporate. So I started off, and then all of a sudden I found myself like completely overwhelmed and completely unorganized. And I thought, I can't, I don't know why that's happening to me because in the corporate world, I was all organized. I was a project manager. I had it all sorted. And I was even showing other people what to do. And all of a sudden, working for myself, it was like, I have no idea. And I just felt like I wanted to hide. I didn't want to actually show up because I thought, A, I needed to be perfect to be able to have a business and have the right to actually show others and teach others. Then B, I didn't turn up because I just was afraid. I was hiding most of the time. And I also had to believe that because I already had a website, that was the first thing I actually did in my business. I created a website. I had to believe that I only needed a website and a brand, and then people would come to me. Well, that wasn't quite the case. So so I had those days when I really didn't want to show up because I thought I'm not good enough. I want to be perfect. I can't I can't be half perfect and half, even I'm tripping over my own words now. That is just so normal. And I think we should all accept that we are just human beings and we're talking to other human beings who may be in the same space. We all have amazing gifts that we need to go and share. And if we think we need to be perfect, we need to have it all together until we are ready to share our messages, then, let's just ditch all of this and say, well, actually, we're ready right now. And who are we to, think that I mean, who are we to judge others anyway? Because one of the things that the reason why we may not be showing up, as much as we should, and share our message and make that impact is because perhaps we're afraid that other people are going to judge us, and we're afraid that other people may think that our opinion doesn't count. And the question is really, is that true? Is that the truth? Or, what would happen to you if someone did judge you? If someone did say, hey, what are you talking about? This is a bunch of rubbish, right? What happens? Nothing really. I mean, of course, it hurts on the inside, and you think, I need to improve my message or whatever it is. But on the other hand, I'm thinking, well, actually, if people are not resonating with me, they can always switch off. They can always move off the live streams and think, actually, what she's talking about doesn't make sense. So appreciate you being here, ladies, with me. And, I do want to share this message because I have been there. I really have been suffering. My business suffered. I didn't make the income. That was like 2018. I didn't make the income that I was planning and hoping to obviously have that lifestyle and being able to give my children a better life, and of course, having extra holidays and all that kind of stuff that I was really hoping for. And because I didn't show up, I didn't make an impact. I wasn't able to help other women like I do now, because now I realized, oh my gosh, I have been able to create something to help other women to step over that sort of comfort zone and get into like into their power and being able to create that business that they love and they enjoy every single day, and also help them to overcome that fear and that overwhelm and show them a shortcut. And if I didn't show up, if I'm not coming and showing up on the lives and telling people that they can do it too, they can step over those fears and step over the overwhelm, but just having perhaps like a roadmap. So that was the key thing. I needed a roadmap, and I created that roadmap, and I went from 0 to over 100 clients in 90 days. And I'm not lying to you, I really did that. It was work, but I did start to show up. I did start to believe in myself. I had a roadmap. I had actions that I took every single day. I hopped on calls with 3 to 4 women every single day and just made those connections. And maybe you don't need to do that. I mean, speaking to so many women in a short space of time, it was like a marathon for me. But even if you made just one connection a day, even if you just showed up for 10 minutes every day, what would that do to your business long term? I mean, we have all like let's say we work 5 days a week, right? So that's 20 days in a month that we could actually connect with 20 new people and start, friendships, relationships, network, add value, maybe answer a question in some other group, and just show up. Maybe we can do one live stream a week if you're not used to, doing any lives. And then maybe you can do more. Yeah, whatever suits you. I mean, not everyone wants to do live streams. Maybe it's more about you writing. So depends what you like doing, but at least it's about showing up, it's about connecting with people and sharing your amazing gifts and being able to make that impact. That's what it's all about. And as I said, for me, it was that putting together a roadmap. Because if you don't have a roadmap, your business is not growing, your message isn't being shared, people don't know where you are, you're actually not following some steps that are some sort of like, it's all about consistency. It's all about being, I mean, we're like humans love habits, right? We love sort of a daily routine. So if you can create something along those lines, that you have that routine, that when every single day you can say, well, actually, I feel good in my business because I was able to share my message once today, was able to connect with one new person and perhaps make an impact. And obviously from that comes potentially, you maybe doing a webinar or a masterclass or a challenge, and people will then joining those challenges and those masterclasses to get to know what you do, and from that will you'll turn them into sales. I mean, that's the long term strategy and the long-term goal. But I think initially it's all about sharing value. It's about showing up, being yourself, people being able to get to know you, like you, and trust you. The sales comes afterwards. So if you agree, let me know. If you don't agree, let me know as well. If you resonate, just leave me a comment and say, I don't know, I'm hiding too. And what are you going to do about it? How are you going to show up? And really, what's your why? Really connect back to your why and think, actually, am I showing up enough for myself and for my clients? Because it becomes easier. This really becomes easier if you go live, say you start off with once a week, and then maybe you add another one, and just make it work for you in terms of your schedule. It doesn't need to be at a certain day, at a certain time. I mean, it does help if you have like a signature show or something like this, which I'm doing on Tuesday around about this time. And so people start to kind of remember, oh yeah, I want to tune in. And obviously I'm live in my group as well at a specific time right now, right? So this really is going to create those connections with your potential clients. So what's the one thing you are going to do to show up more? How can you do this, and how do you want to show up? So do let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you're going to be doing. And if you do need a roadmap, as to like, right, what are the different things I can do in my business to really show up powerfully? How do I create my message? And obviously, you want to come up with a message and have something to talk about. Perhaps you struggle with content. Perhaps you struggle with um, converting your leads into sales. So, what's the roadmap? So, I've actually created a 9-step blueprint that I will share with you. If you go to the link that's in the description, I'm going to do a masterclass and I will actually lead you through the step-by-step blueprint that I have created, and I had also implemented, and I've implemented with my clients as well. They're all having similar results where, we've created like a number of clients in a very short space of time, where we then have a habit as to how we show up, where we show up, how often we're going to show up, and we have a offer that really, really converts. So that blueprint I'm going to teach and showcase with exercises and implement on my forthcoming free masterclass. It's going to be called the 9-step blueprint, and it's specifically for female therapists and coaches to launch and grow a profitable online business. So even if you already have a business online, maybe you're already doing one-to-one sessions and you just want to expand, you want to increase your impact and your profitability, then come to the masterclass. I'll show you the steps. So really, if you are in a place where you're thinking, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm a bit confused, I'm overwhelmed, or you started a business because of the pandemic and you're like, okay, I think I need a bit of a roadmap and I don't know what I'm doing exactly, then this is exactly for you, okay? If you're doing stuff in your business that's not quite working yet and you want to find out what that is, we're going to do an audit in my upcoming masterclass, because you will know, we'll be able to pinpoint, this is the reason why it's not working. So do come along. It's a 2-hour masterclass. So I just want to set your expectations. This is not a webinar, not like I'm not going to be presenting to you. It's just going to be a bit of an interactive session with exercises. Hence, it takes a bit longer. But I really believe in doing workshops where women can actually take away some real great stuff that they can go and implement right away into their businesses. Okay, so I'm really going to make it worthwhile. The link, by the way, is in the description. I think if it's not there or you can't find it, do text me or message me. And we're going to also help you overcoming that belief of I'm not good enough, I'm not ready, I need to be perfect, because actually we don't need to be perfect. I'll tell you something. My first online course, I wanted to create an online course, and I decided I need to do all the videos before I ever can launch. You know what? It took me months. And I still didn't have any videos. Actually, I had the first module and I was so procrastinating, and something really blocked me. I had a real block. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to launch my course first. I'm going to put together my sales message, what's included. And I really thought about, okay, what are the things I would have really wished for if I was in sort of, a couple of years ago when I was really starting off, I was overwhelmed and frustrated. I really wanted someone to help me, sort of show me step by step, and almost like I could watch over their shoulder as to what they're doing. And I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to create a program just like this, as like my ideal program. I'm just going to go out there and share it. I had probably one page written on a Word document. I went and shared this with my network, and I had 12 women sign up in the first week. And it was like a £2,000 program. So it wasn't even it was a high ticket program. It's just because, and because I made it up. So like, what's my ideal scenario? What would I really wish for? And the others really, said, okay, that's just 100% what we need as well, because we are all in the same boat. So it just goes to show that you don't need to create any slides, any videos, or any fancy sales pages to make some really, some high ticket sales or even sales after all. That's how I started off. So you're going to leave, if you come to the masterclass on Monday, I'll teach you all of the bits that I've actually done. You will leave thinking, I can build this online business. I am worth it. I can implement the steps that Sabine has given me, okay, because I'm going to give you some homework. and it's going to work for you as well, and that you don't need to have it all together. And that you are the person who can make a huge impact. I completely believe in that, because right now, after the COVID, and this is why I love working with more like the holistic coaches, wellness people, therapists, because they have this amazing gift, that can really transform the world. It's about translating that message so other people can also understand it, and you can bring the people into your bubble. Because quite often, people who have not been in the wellness industry or the space, they'll have to be pulled in with some different messages, and we have to also go and find them. So they may be in other places like the corporates. So, well, that was a long list. But well, it's good to be in here and just have a bit of conversation. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm committed to showing up myself. Although some of the days, I'm sure we don't want to show up, but just show up. Everyone's friendly around you, and it's about helping each other and just sharing the love. So I look forward to perhaps seeing some of you on my masterclass. I'd really love to connect with you also in person, because it's going to be on a Zoom call. It's going to be on Monday, 29th of March. And if you've missed it and you're watching this on a replay at some point in the future, do come. There may be another masterclass. You probably use the same link. I'll be running it again. So yeah, we can hop on a Zoom. Obviously, I'll be sort of talking to you, and if you want to ask questions, so absolutely, it's going to be more of a sort of a get together and a back and forth as well, so we can actually understand each other's businesses and really work on some of your messaging. So I do look forward to seeing you there, and have a wonderful day. And please share if anyone in your network might really need that kick and that sort of roadmap for their business to get them unstuck. Also share it with them, tag them into this video, or share them with them the links. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. I will see you soon.